Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Monday, February 14th, the evening commentary from Market Truth. Let's go over the broad-based indices. Let's focus on the new weekly levels here. The lower left-hand corner. This is the S&P futures. I want to go ahead and give you these weekly levels. So, on the S&P, we're looking at 1336 to the upside. That's a level that we need to get through. You'll notice a swing high for the week, and for last week is 1331, which we actually traded at today. Um, so taking that high out, we're going to look to take out that 1336 level to confirm a buy signal for the week. That's a weekly signal, and the weekly low that we're looking at is 13, right around this 1317 area in the S&P futures. So what does that mean? It just means that if this volatility stays where it is right now, which is basically at zero, if we do get any kind of a pullback to that 1317 area and we hold, that would be a great area to pick up some longs either in the futures or in individual stocks. You'll notice in the upper left hand corner, the monthly, we basically confirmed a buy signal for the month. As I mentioned before, if we do for some reason get a sell off in the market, we'd be looking at this 1267, 1268 area as an area that where we would pull back to. Of course, now we've rallied so much that's actually that would be a pretty substantial correction from the 1331 high. So we're going to be looking at this weekly area here, which is right around 1317. I know a lot of people probably are looking at that and saying that's only 9 handles from where we're currently trading in the after hours, but that's just a function of the current volatility in the marketplace. The NQ, let's look at the NQ. We'll look at the weekly levels there. On the upside, we're looking around 2405. And by the way, and another way to use these signals, if you're currently long Nasdaq stocks or you're long the NQ futures, if we trade up to that 2405 area and fail, that would be an area you definitely want to take some money off the table, even though that's going to represent a new swing high. On a correction, we're going to be looking at this 2355 area. So again, I know it's not very far below the market. Most people will laugh at the idea that that's a correction, but these are only weekly trades. So in the context of a 5-day week, tomorrow being Tuesday, if we trade down to that level, most likely Tuesday or Wednesday, that would be an area that you'd want to pick up some NQ futures if we do not take that level out. That level has to hold. Let's look at the Russell. The Russell also buy signal on the monthly, but on the weekly, where we're going to be looking at 832.70, 832.70, that would have to take out the current swing high of 826.10. We're currently 822.80. On the downside, on the Russell, 813, 813. We can get there really fast. I understand that. These are weekly trades. So for people who are trying to look for areas to nibble at the market, if we traded down to 813 and we held that level, that means we traded down there. We could trade down to 810. That means we could trade down to 815. That 813 is not a support level, it's a volatility level. So you're watching the price action as the market gets down to that level. If that area holds, that will be an area to pick up some Russell futures. We'll pull up the Dow futures real quick. Same story. Confirmed on the monthly. On the weekly, we'd be looking at 12,150. It's about 65 Dow points lower. Again, I understand that's not very far below the market. On the upside, that's 12,289 or so would be a buy signal. So if we take out all these weekly high volatility levels I've been giving you, if we take those levels out and we hold above those levels for a couple of hours and we confirm buy signals, we are going to get another leg to the upside in the market, and it could be a parabolic, just a big reversal, where we trade up 30, 40, 50 handles in the S&P and then roll over hard. We're getting close to that area where we could have a capitulation to the upside and then roll over. But we're going to be watching these weekly trades. We got a very, very tight range. If we take out these weeklies to the upside or the downside, that's going to be your signal to execute trades this week. Watch those levels. They're very tight. Talk to you guys tomorrow.